Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Dropped Frames. My name is JP McDaniel, joined by the usual cast, and we're on the wrong card again, as usual. I still haven't gotten used to that. The reason for that, for those wondering, because we always start off the show with just random bullshit tech talk. I always keep the main scene for XSplit in the bottom left-hand scene, and it's never this new area, so I'm always, for 2 years straight, I've just clicked that and then go. And now it's fucked up because it's a different spot because I have the entire thing filled out. So bear with me. I'll probably do it for every episode moving forward. It's just a thing. Also,
strumming.
Yeah, professional streaming. Exactly. Also, I'm sick, so I apologize. I'll try to get every cough muted on the mic, but I might miss a few throughout the cast. But let's find out what Zeke and Co have been up to. How are you guys doing? I haven't actually talked to you since last week, since last show. So what's been going on?
Where's your beanie? Where's your hair?
Yeah, I just shaved my head. My wife helped me out, and my hair is still a little wet, so I didn't want to put a beanie on yet. It'll go on during the show. Don't worry, guys. Calm down and chat. It'll be back.
Your hair's... You don't have any hair that's wet. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Sure. Sure. Zeke, I guess we'll just jump into what we've been playing. I've actually been super excited to talk to you, Zeke, because yesterday I watched for probably about 30 minutes.
Oh, God.
Of you playing Arma 3.
Oh, God.
And I want to talk to you about Arma 3. First off, I don't think this was your first experience, because it looked like you knew what you were doing.
No, yesterday was not my first experience.
Okay.
I booted it up, I want to say Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Friday or Saturday, and I booted up and I played it Saturday and Sunday to get used to how to play it, I guess.
Oh, God. Here's you driving a helicopter. I'm already excited.
No,
I'm already
excited. That's not driving.
Oh, you're not driving there?
I thought I was driving. That's the bad part. I was like, whoa, I did really good. But nope, and whoever was driving landed us in a bad zone and dead.
Wait, what mod is that? What were you playing?
That's the King of the Hill thing that I will never play again.
You didn't like it?
No, it's well, that's the thing. I didn't go through it like everybody else goes through it.
You just got launched into it?
Well, I did like some of the tutorial.
Oh.
But I just jumped right into battle royales.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Yeah. No, dude, and this is the thing. It's a lot of running. A lot of running.
Yep.
And hiding and being in bushes. And this actually is, I think this is a good one because I'm trying to make it to the house.
This is exactly it. This is why I love Battle Royale and Arma 3. Because you know exactly what's going to happen because you remember it so fondly or poorly. Like, it creates these amazing moments. So,
give me a gun. Where's the gun? Give me a gun. There's got to be a gun. Got to be a gun somewhere.
Is you're freaking out right now for a gun? I think the first opening moments of like a Battle Royale are the most fun because you're not like just running aimlessly. Everyone's searching for a gun because they exist at this point, right? Yeah. Everyone else doesn't have guns. You're just trying to find one like everyone else because they're in the map.
Yep.
And then that guy.
Oh God, this guy.
Oh man. So how long did you play?
How long did I play? I would say I probably have, I don't know, 20 hours into
really
in battle royales and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Thoughts? What are your thoughts? You enjoy it?
I do when I haven't mastered the drop yet. Like the very first thing you do is drop into the game.
Yep.
And I haven't mastered like how to drop into a location that is beneficial for me. However, I usually like beneficial meaning buildings, guns, vehicles, whatever.
Right.
But however, the converse of that is the faster I drop into a desolate area, the longer I last and the higher place I get. I got a 3rd place.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Did you have a gun?
Really good.
Did I have a gun?
Yeah, at 3rd place?
I think I did.
Okay.
I remember there was one time I felt so boss. It was like my 2nd or 3rd time playing.
Did you get a kill?
And yeah, I dropped down, found a gun, and because I had done the tutorial, so I knew how to pick it up, fire it, reload it, that kind of stuff. And I found a gun, I picked it up, And I got 3 kills in a matter of like 10 minutes. I was just like,
what gun was
shit, there's
it?
a guy, pow, pow, pow. And then I went, oh, fuck, there's another, pow, pow, pow. And then like 5 minutes later, I found another guy, and I was like, shit, shit, shit. And I shot him and went, ha!
Wait, what gun was it? I'm interested to know.
I have no idea.
Well, was it like a fully automatic? Was it a little pistol bullshit?
No. It was definitely a rifle of some sort, like a.
This right here. Is this it? That gun? That you have? Oh.
Nope.
You got night vision goggles. You're like decked out right now, man.
Yeah.
Got all sorts of stuff in that one.
Looks like you're a little confused at the shooting, though. It's an interesting game to jump into when you've played only like regular FPSs, because there's so much shit going on in this game that you can do to like aim, or that you can do to walk, or that you could do to go prone and go to the right and stick your arm out to the right, so you get a little bit of an extra like inch to go across a building or something like that.
Yeah. I was so happy when I found the car.
Did you crash it?
I crashed every vehicle I ever got.
Dude, vehicles...
Like most of them I get in, I hit something, and then it's done.
So, if vehicles in H1Z1 are tanks that can be killed, these are like paper mache tanks that can blow up, but also... if you hit a rock, will just like ruin your all 4 tires will just be fucked up for no reason. Like the cars in this game make absolutely no sense. And what you're driving right now is like one of the riskiest things to do, because like if you hit this bush right in front of you, sometimes your car will just like pop a wheel.
I know, trust me.
And you're fucked.
There are certain like people really tout the realness of this. Like it is so realistic, you know, all this kind of shit. But it's a video game still, so there's those little fucking things that really fucking piss you off.
Yep.
One of them being...
oh, go ahead.
Super gravity. That is so fucking dumb.
How you can't fall more than 5 feet?
You can't fall more than 3. I skipped 2 stairs and died.
Yeah.
Fucking dumb.
I'm
so upset about that.
I am not on the best terms with gravity. That is not the best thing to hear.
Yeah. And every once in a while, you'll like lag through like steps or like a door, and it'll actually clip and you'll take damage from it. Like that happens very rarely, but almost anything can happen in this game. Like, have you seen the plane crash yet near you, Zeke, at the start?
I have not. I've seen it crash like in the distance, but
one of my like fondest memories of just crazy shit happening is we had just all landed, like we had all just parachuted down, and the plane that had gotten struck by lightning or whatever at the start comes. I see it like off in the distance, and it just gets getting closer and closer and closer, and then it lands and explodes like 5 feet in front of me, almost killing me where it lands. It was an amazing thing, and then I died right after. But
the other thing. If you're thinking about picking up Arma 3 and doing battle royales, never, ever, ever, I can't stress this enough, never, ever, ever go in the water. It is
you'll die.
Slowest, dumbest, most awful thing. Don't ever do it. If you have to cross water, you might as well just shoot yourself in the head.
I have played Arma Battle Royale, I think 3 times total. Mm-hmm. And the last time I played it, I decided that, hey, the gas is on the other side of that lake thing in the middle. I'm just going to swim to the other side.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that was... And what's funny is while I'm halfway in, the circle or the thing closed in like over me, I think I was in the water for 10 minutes straight. The second I got to land, someone was just like, "Oh, hi," and just shot me right.
Yeah, you'll get shot. People watch the water like hawks. It's one of the best things to do.
And some, like, I was boating. I found a boat. I swam. It took me like 5 minutes to get out to the pontoon boat, but I found the boat, and I started, cruising around the boat, and this guy started shooting me. So I started like doing like serpentine motion, stuff like that. Get out of the boat. I swear to God, I'm like 30 fucking miles away from this guy, and he starts capping me.
Yeah. Oh, I love that stuff, man.
Pop, pop, and I hear it crack, and then I see my life go down. I'm like, how in the motherfuck is he able to make that shot?
We did one of the maps has like a giant lake, or maybe it's an ocean in the center of it. Mm-hmm. And sometimes the circle will spawn on either end of that. and it'll
That's what I got
parachute
last time.
you. Yeah, it'll parachute you on the opposite end. So it's a mad dash for like getting a car or for getting a boat to go across, right? And so one time that happened, and I had gotten a care package that had one of the like really good scopes in the game. I think it's like a 10-time mag, or maybe it's a 25 time zoom. And so I sat there with a sniper rifle from like, I don't know, almost a mile off, and just started picking people off one by one as they're just walking down the coastline. And that stuff is the most fun when you're doing it, but when it's happening to you, it's the most frustrating thing because you can't do anything.
You're sitting there running or like moving and like ducking, like, all right, can he still see me? Crack, fuck. And you get up and you go again. You're like, go prone, like,
Yeah.
crack, oh, motherfucker. And you get up and but you're sitting, every time that happens, I'm running, like praying, like, come on, have those shots draw somebody's attention. Someone shoot him.
Right. And the scary thing is the bullets in that game, like, they are loud as shit, and the game's so quiet. When a random bullet just comes out of nowhere, you freak out. Every time I would play with my volume, like, super low, just going to me, because I would jump every time a bullet would do that. It scared the shit out of me every time. So.
I had that exact same thing happen to me several times, where I'm sitting there like, I'm in a bush, and I was like, and I see one guy run across. I'm like, oh, he didn't see me. He didn't see me. And then I'm watching him as I go, and then there's this crack from over here.
Yeah.
Like from the opposite side. I'm just like, ha ha ha, cracked, mother.
Yep. Yeah. It's I'm very interested. I hope that my voice is okay for Sunday, because I want to see both you and Co play. I just want to see everyone play, because it's such a fun game to spectate.
Let's talk about that. There's this Sunday. There's not a time.
I think it's 3:00 Eastern.
Is it? Okay, because I looked on his at Twitter at Battle Royale Mod is how you find out about it. There's the whole lineup of broadcasters, pretty big names on there.
Yep.
And it's this Sunday. And now, are there teams? Did I hear that?
I don't believe so.
Okay, so
I don't think so. I think it's every man for itself.
Well, fuck.
Now, of course, I don't know if they're going to be enforcing the no teaming rule.
Yeah, you can team up in game. I think if you find people, but if
I'm not
Battle Royale
mistaken,
life, like that's.
But normal Arma BR, wasn't there a period where they weren't allowing teaming, and they would like hard ban people for doing obvious teaming stuff? Was that?
Yes, I think so. I think he has a server where teaming is actually set up to where like you'll spawn together. I don't know if we're going to be playing with that. I don't know exactly. I think we're actually going to sit down and talk either tonight or tomorrow night, kind of about everything that's going to be going on. At least me and him are, because I'm casting it, but I don't know if you guys are going to get all that info.
And whose idea was it to have it on Mother's Day?
I was wondering that too.
I didn't even think about that.
No, it doesn't matter if there's teams or anything like that, because the whole thing is for extra life. It's going to be awesome. Everyone should be watching it on any of their streamers that they're fans of. It should be a really fun event.
Of course, JP doesn't think about it. It's like Mother's Day.
Yeah, I didn't even think about
shit
that.
about them.
It's true.
Fucking king shit.
Wow, you got in this. That's also dangerous to get into a moving car. That shit will just break your leg. Like, you could be 30 yards from it, and a car will move, and your leg will just go.
I just got into a car with a stranger.
That's the most
I have
fun.
no idea who it is. Dude's driving. I think I switched to first person to get a look at him.
It's one of the most infuriating things when that happens, because the driver can't do anything. And like, if he gets out, he doesn't know if you have a gun or not, so he can't actually get out. So he's basically just stuck with you in the car.
And that's so I just kind of look at him like, hey guy, what's going on?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
You
Good.
just talk with
Good.
him. So parachuting tips, if you want them, I'm going to give them to you.
All of them,
I guess.
please.
If you see cars, always go for a car. Car is the most important thing at the start, even over weapons, because a car can take you to weapons where no one else is. If you want to play super risky, you can parachute into military camps. But everyone else is going to be doing that. So you'll die 50% of the time because they're going to get a gun before you.
Doesn't a car pretty much guarantee that people know where you are, though? And they'll shoot the car?
At the same time, though, like, it's very, 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 very hard to kill someone in a car.
How does the car thing work in Arma? If I'm in a car and you're on your foot with an assault rifle, how can you get me out of the car or disable the car?
You can shoot the tires There's certain, I think, like if you shoot the gas tank, I think it'll actually take more damage and eventually explode.
Can you shoot them through the windows?
99% sure you can. Yeah. The thing that also in terms of like the ranking of cars, the big 18 wheelers always go for them. The army like trucks always go for them. The male looking like trucks that are red and white, I think you always want to go for them because they're super fast, and they also have a lot of like armor around you. This one that you're in, I think, Zeke, is the hatchback, and I think it might be the fastest car.
Yeah.
Because it gets up to like 180 kilometers an hour or something like that, and you can just go flying across the fucking map. And a lot of times when I would play, I would get to the final 5 by just being in a car, and I would just try to run people over because that's how strong they are. A lot of times too, when you're driving at someone in a car, they'll turn, aim at you, try to shoot you out of the driver's seat, and then at the last second dodge out of the way. So it's kind of a game of chicken, right? And if you guess the direct way that, or the correct way that they're gonna dodge, you can actually just clip them right there and kill them. Then you can get their guns. So I always went for cars first, because you could run someone over and then get their guns that way. Oh, you hit that rock. That was not good.
Yeah. There's a lot of that. There was actually there was 2 times where I had a car. I drove it into this area, popped the tire like right at a different car or something. I was like, boom, fuck. And I looked at it. I was like, shit, this one's. And I grabbed the other one. I was like, oh, good. There's no more here. I just 3 feet in front of me just went, tank, and it was done. I went, God damn it, I barely nudged that thing.
Yeah. The other thing too is like when you're walking around, always use Alt. Always do the like right click to zoom in on things.
DayZ style, right? Alt to go around you and right click to.
Yeah, and you can zoom in.
I have trouble picking shit up.
It's really weird with the mouse wheel. It's super weird how that's the like mouse wheel enter to like bring up the little menu, and then you mouse wheel up and down to do the options. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Now I never do the Q and E leans. I never ever do that. So I'm thinking just might rebind the inventory to the E button.
You could, yeah. That'll only really help you in like fights where it's like this house right here. If you guys are on both sides of it, and he like pops out with just his head and his gun, where you pop out with like your full body. Because a lot of times, the thing that sucks about armor, I think, is that a lot of times the lag factors into gunfights more than anything else. So even if you're just like spamming and nowhere to be found, sometimes if the server lag is bad, or the connection and server is bad for one player but good for the other, his shots will register first and yours won't. And it's just kind of like the nature of the game. But yeah, I probably need to play some more before this weekend, because it's been quite some time. But
well, I've gotten. I mean, you get so far in that game just by sitting.
Yeah. Did you?
The circle. I wish that I do at times wish the circle would shrink faster.
I don't know. I kind of enjoy it because of how intense it gets. Like when you were in the final 3, were you like shitting your pants at everything that moved?
Fuck yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh my god! I was in the final 3 and I saw a dude.
Hold on. Where is that? Was that in the 8-hour broadcast of it?
Yes.
Do you know what hour about?
I don't. Maybe if my mods are watching, we can.
Okay, I'll try. Was it before or after you playing King of the Hill?
Before.
Okay, I'll try to find it here, because there's only like an hour and a half here.
Oh, wait a minute. No. The different day. Complete. Are you on the right day? I don't even know if you're on the right day. I don't know.
I'll try to find it here in a sec.
Okay. But yeah, I saw a guy. I was in the bottom 3 or the final 3, and I saw like one of the final 3 guys like cross my horizon. I was like, "What should I do? What should I do?" So I kind of like snuck out, and I was like waiting for him to cross. He started crossing. I think if my memory is correct, I saw him started cross like again. I was like, "I'm gonna take a shot," and then pow from the other guy.
Was it a nighttime map?
No, it wasn't.
Nighttime maps are.
I don't fucking know, man. I don't remember. Jesus.
Okay. All right. I'm just curious because I'm trying to find the highlight of it, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. Co, you're gonna be playing some of this tonight, right?
Yes, I don't know if I'm going to stream it tonight, but because I still need to do a lot of setup. I need to download BR, get it all set up on the new Intel machine. But yeah, I'm going to get it all set up tonight. I definitely need to get some practice in before Sunday. But I just today pledged to even more Witcher, even though I just beat it. So I'm going to have to fit that in somehow, somewhere with that too.
With Witcher 2?
Yeah, we beat The Witcher 2
That was pretty
today,
quick.
actually, the human side. Yeah, well, not only was it quick, but it was 100% playthrough. Last night, I actually spent 3 hours just farming gear. Like,
Wow.
I found these 2 spawns, and I'd, like, kill all these harpies, go back, meditate, kill the harpies. Did that for 3 hours straight, got a ton of money, all the best in-game gear. In this playthrough, we have saved every single named sword and piece of armor. Haven't sold anything. We have tons of every mat you could ever need. It's the perfect save to move all these items over to Witcher 3. And as I'm logging off last night from farming for 3 hours, I'm meticulously setting up the inventory and get everything ready. A guy pops in my chat. Hey, is Ko here? Yeah, what's up, man? Hey, just thought you should know if you go to this this timestamp in the good old game stream earlier. Yeah, they say no items are transferring from 2 to 3.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. Like,
Boom!
should they? Like, I as someone who cares not at all, I'm just asking, should they carry over?
They did from 1 to 2, and I thought it was a really fun little flavor thing. What they did was they gave you 1% of all of your total money, and they also had, like, there were some end game swords that if you had them at the end of Witcher 1, they would give you these, like, little flavor swords at the beginning of 2. You'd upgrade both of them. Everything you'd get from Witcher 1 and 2, you'd upgrade in the first hour. Like, they weren't anything serious, but it was a really cool, they looked the same, and, you'd come in with the weapons you got. It was a really fun effect, and that's why in Witcher 2, I was like, well, I'm going to get everything in the game, so anything that transfers over will be ready to go. So, and then we found out last night. They did, though, on a bright note, they did say that in Witcher 3, unlike from 1 to 2, the story decisions apparently have a much deeper impact on the experience. So, if nothing else, that's good. And it was that, actually, that made me this morning decide, after ending it on the Roche side, you can do Roche or Yorvith, I finished a game today on the Roche side. There's like a Roche ending 1 and Roche ending 2, and I did 1 and was horrified.
Are those
like,
just characters? Like, what does that mean?
Yeah, Roche is kind of the more human king politics side, and Yorvith is the non-human. Let's kill all the people killing us and unite the lands for non-humans kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Well, to be honest, I'm not really sure what the non-human side is, because I did the Roche side, saw the first of the 2 endings, and was just horrified. Like, it was horrible, like slaughters everywhere and dead people on pikes, with their entrails hanging out all over the city. Everything's on fire, and when you come up to the last guy, he literally has a flaming mountain of corpses behind him. And I was just sitting here the whole time, just like, Jesus. And then you see the ending, and it's like everyone's like, the ending is a rape scene. Like, it's horrible. Like, of like this woman getting, like, forced into a corner, and all these guards get killed, and then they come out with her head. Like, it's terrible. And I remember thinking, like, this is not the ending I want to do. So I did the other ending for Roche. Turned out to be really, like, much better. Like, there wasn't the corpses. Like, the city was taken over by... There's a little bit of spoilers.
I'll never play the game, so please go ahead.
Yeah, the cities were, like, more, were protected by magic, and there wasn't a slaughter. And instead of every magic user being killed, they formed, like, a conclave. And it was much brighter. And then basically after that, my chat went crazy, and they're like, if you think those are good endings, you have to re-see the endings for the non-human. So it was at that point I was like, you know what? Okay, I had a save right before I made the big choice between the 2, and I'm actually going to go back and before Witcher 3 try to get the elf non-human Yorvith side of Witcher 2 done too.
Gotcha.
So that will mean a full Witcher 1 playthrough, a full Witcher 2 Roche playthrough, and then a third Witcher 2 elf playthrough. And then a full Witcher 3 playthrough.
Well, you got 12 days. It only took you, what, 14 to do everything else?
Just about. It took about 2 weeks to do all of Witcher 1 and 2. And Witcher 1 is a lot longer. And I won't have to play about the first 10 to 15 hours of Witcher 2, because both of the... Thanks, all purpose. Both of the paths are parallel until you make the decision. And there's and I have a save right there, so I don't have to do any of that over.
Co, when do you actually fucking find this game? I've been skimming around this VOD for 3 hours worth, and I haven't seen a single fight. Like, what? You're just talking to people. Like, I'm falling asleep watching the VOD, man. Here we go. Woo! We find some people.
Now, here's the thing.
No, I'm
Witcher-
saying that the
Witcher-
game is making me fall asleep because you're just talking to me, not the broadcast.
I feel you. I feel you. No, the big thing about Witcher is it's not all about fighting. If you're looking for like an action RPG, don't get me wrong. There's tons of fighting in Witcher, and some of the fights are grueling. In fact, anyone that was watching my stream yesterday, I spent almost 3 hours on a fight.
Damn.
On one fight.
It was just hard.
Now, granted, what's up?
It was just really hard.
It's extremely difficult. You're put in a very small room against a guy that can summon very strong enemies that can almost one-shot you.
Damn.
He's constantly throwing range attacks on you while these two little things that have like a dash attack are following you around the room. I mean, it was really difficult. And actually looking at that fight has me very excited for Witcher 3 because I'm hoping they're going to do like these really big epic fights in Witcher 3. But it really feels like Dark Souls a lot of times. On some of the harder fights, you're dodging around, you're waiting for attacks and dodging through their left side, getting behind them, backstabbing them, and doing all sorts of stuff. But at the same time, there's so much lore and depth. I mean, this is a set of games that was based on a very successful Polish novel series, which are great books.
Right.
I haven't read them. Everyone who's read the books have said they're fantastic and recommend reading them before 3. But because of that, they really try to get you as much of the background lore and story as possible. I mean, when you get to a city in Witcher, you can plan on doing 2 to 4 hours of just running around, learning the lay of the land, the politics, getting the quests before you even take out your sword.
I think I played the intro to Witcher 2 like 4 or 5 times, and I think I said this before, I never got further than like the swamp area right after the first opening of the game, I think is where that was. I don't know. Everything that I've heard about Witcher 3, it's sounding like it's more open worldy, and so I think I'll enjoy it a lot more because of that. But we'll just have to see when it comes out. That's the 18th, right? Is that correct?
19th.
19th.
Yep.
Okay.
The 19th is when it comes out officially. And they're saying there's over, potentially 200. Whoa! That's a little loud. Sorry. Thanks, Derpy Jack. But they're saying in Witcher 3 over 200 hours. They've actually fine-tuned a bunch of the systems. They made some design decisions in 2 that the fan base ended up really not liking, like the way they did the potions and stuff like that. They're actually reverting a lot of that stuff back to how fans liked it in the past, which is great.
That's pretty cool.
Redoing the inventory system. Like, they're doing so many things for Witcher 3, and so much of it is positive that I'm hoping it's going to be my game of the year, but I don't know yet. I haven't even looked at anything. As you guys know, I'm on a media blackout, but all the stuff I have heard has me so excited for it.
Cool. I guess we should also, this is as good a time as any to mention, me and Co, of course, have a partnership with Green Man Gaming. I guess it was revealed, I don't know how you want to cover this, Co, but basically there are keys that are available on Green Man Gaming that right now they have an unknown source. And so both me and Co are saying to not buy it from there for now. I think probably the next best place is what? Good Old Games?
Good Old Games or Steam.
Yeah, Good Old Games or Steam. I think Good Old Games is cheaper. It's like $6 cheaper or something right now, though, right?
Yep, and just to make sure like everyone is versed on what's going on. So earlier today, a website released an article that basically said that CD Projekt Red, the developers of Witcher 3, have said that the Green Man Gaming keys, they're not sure how they got them, and they're not sure how they're so cheap. That's what CD Projekt Red has said.
Right.
Now, does that mean there's anything weird going on? Not at all. It could just mean the left hand's not talking to the right hand. We don't know anything yet. Green Man Gaming has not responded. And basically what I am telling, and JP and pretty much most people at GMG right now, is it's not that the keys are bad. We just have no idea. We need more information. We don't know all the details. So until we do, hold off. And like I said on my Twitter, the second I know anything hard, we'll be tweeting it out there. But as most people know, I mean, me personally, the whole reason I left G2A was because, I had a lot of issues with what was going on with the company.
Yep.
And when we moved to GMG, it was because of all the very positive stuff we heard. So even if something is wrong, if something does turn out to be negative about this, I'm really hoping that we'll see a solution that makes all parties happy. That is my biggest hope right now.
This is the internet.
Sure.
You have to, I think it's required that you make a hard opinion without all the facts. So do it now, or else I won't, where are we? Some sort of alternate dimension where we actually wait for all the facts to be in before we make a fucking opinion about shit?
It's true.
And start screaming
Clearly
about
we have not read the manual. We need to readdress those rules. I'm sorry about
You're
that.
an idiot.
But yeah, needless to say, There's nothing else on GMG has set up any flags at this point. Everything else has been good, but there's no question that as of this second, this is a flag. We will be following it closely, and if anything new comes to light, we will get you all the info as fast as possible.
Yep, and me and Co are both already talking to our reps over there, trying to figure it out ourselves. So we'll let you know as soon as we know more, and I'm sure when we know more, the internet will already know it before us. So
Probably.
Keep your eye out for any information regarding that. I checked out the Wolfenstein, the Old Blood. Sorry, I get it confused with the New Order. I checked it out yesterday.
Spoilers.
No spoilers? Okay. Did you get
careful. I'm actually going to be. I really want to play it. It looks very fun. I've heard it's a little short, but it looks really fun.
It took me. Do you care about if I say how long it is?
Oh, go ahead.
It took me about 6.5 hours on, I think it was the 4th difficulty, and then for the final boss, I bumped it down all the way to the lowest because it was a terrible final boss. Like
that bad.
It was. You played through all of. I can't actually. Shit, I can't show that part because that's a super spoiler. Did you play through all of the original one, the New Order?
Twice.
Okay.
On the hardest difficulty.
Did you enjoy the final boss? See, that was the final boss is terrible there, and with that in mind, this is also a terrible final boss, even worse than that one.
Just to be clear, we're talking about the sponge, right?
Yes.
The bullet sponge. Okay,
yes, and this is even exactly. This is even a worse sponge that has just no mechanics. You just shoot them. That's it.
That's brutal.
And so that's why I just bumped it down to the lowest.
I'm sorry. What game is this again?
Sorry, Wolfenstein: The Old Blood.
This is the old. This is not the newest. It's basically a new kind of standalone.
Yeah, so it's a standalone DLC. It's $20. You don't stand alone, so it's a prequel to the New Order, which is the recent one that actually was reviewed very well. I enjoyed the hell of it. I think Co, you really enjoyed it as well. And yeah,
the first one.
Yeah, the first one. Absolutely, it was awesome. This one's a little bit light on like the storytelling. The gunplay is still awesome. They do a weird thing with pipes. So you get a pipe early on in the game, and then that becomes like the go-to thing for any problem solving within the game. It's like, oh, I need to climb this wall. Let's use some pipes, and you start putting pipes on there. Or I need to keep this door open so I can slide under it. I'm gonna put a pipe under there, then slide under it and grab the pipe so I make sure it comes with me. We need to pull this boat in. Well, let's use the pipe to make it a little bit longer so we have a longer arm reach and pull the boat to us. I gotta push that button. Let's do the same thing, and you like push the button through a window. It's kind of annoying. But I enjoyed.
Now I kind of want a pipe.
Yeah, dude, pipes seem really useful.
They seem really damn useful.
You also stab people in the fucking head a billion times with pipes. Are you
using your pipe to get at that wall?
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. I was climbing here. You climb the fucking the wall with it. It's ridiculous. And they don't like you also break down walls with it. But yeah, here's the climb. And the climb is really odd too. So the way it works control scheme wise is you use mouse 1 and mouse 2. And you click mouse 1, you hold it down, and then you click mouse 2 and hold it down, and then when that's stuck, you can let go of mouse 1 and then click it again, and it moves his arm up. So it's kind of a weird control scheme with that. But I felt like it was really like Wolfenstein the pipe, because you use it for everything in the game. The second you get a gun though, and the second you can start like shooting things, it's a blast. It's the gunplay you come to expect if you played the first one. Co, you'll have to correct me because I don't remember this, but this game ran pretty poorly on my system. And one of the things too that I was doing is I was fucking around with the console in the beginning of the game. There is a console command, I don't remember it verbatim. It's called, basically what it does is it syncs the frames, right? The game is actually tied to the frame rate. So if I unsynced the frames and bumped it up to 140 FPS, the game played faster. The cutscenes,
like actually, like it had a fast forward on.
Yes, like I will show you. One of these portions has it. This is the opening of the game, so slight spoilers.
Were you unhooking the frames from the clock? Were you you were just saying do as many frames as possible, regardless of how?
Yeah, I was bumping it up to the monitor at 144 hertz because otherwise the game runs at 60 no matter what. They lock it at 60. It's not VSync. It's just locked. And it's because I believe the game is tied. Yeah, sync to time. So it's at 144 right there. And watch how fast, as soon as I start moving through here, as soon as I figure it out. I spent like an hour with the console just dicking around.
That kind of makes sense, though. Yeah, what? From what I understand, like when these things are actually going full bore, like they're actually syncing the frames to a real-time clock, so that way they can never do more than intended, and that command I think is actually breaking that connection. So you're just telling the computer, regardless of how many, how fast time is actually moving, just get as many frames out as possible.
Yeah, and I felt it was just kind of annoying because it doesn't matter. Like when I was getting more, like right here, it's actually.
Did it feel like it was running better though?
Yes, but like look how far I just jumped. Like I'm getting 80 FPS, and look how fast I'm running through this world. Like it's ludicrous fast if I look down at the ground and get straight 144. I'm zooming around this map at light speed, and the enemies don't actually run at that speed. They run at normal speed. And when you jump into a cutscene, all of the banter in the cutscene, all the audio, just like plays back to back. There's no pause because it's queued off of the FPS. So it's literally
That's
just
so
like
strange.
oh, that's a huge spoiler right there. It's literally just like blah, 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 and then like the actions, the animations, and the actual subtitles themselves take like a minute or two to catch up. There's me using the pipe to keep the door open, by the way. But apart from that, once I got over that, it seemed pretty cool. I don't know if that was in the first one. I haven't been reading chat, so I'm not sure if they said anything about it. But
I don't remember there being any significant problems with the first one. If they were, they weren't.
yeah,
big.
and this is not. I don't think it's a significant problem. It's just me kind of complaining that I was.
It's the
only
same
given
engine and
60
everything,
FPS.
right?
Yeah. From what I can tell, I think it's itmeJP 5, which is the same engine. I just wish it ran a little bit better. Like being locked at 60 FPS was kind of unfortunate, but whatever. What else have you guys been playing on your streams besides Arma and Witcher?
I started up Scholar of the First Sin.
Yeah, what'd you?
How's that been?
Scholar of the First Sin. It's Dark Souls Game of the Year edition. Dark Souls 2 Game of the Year edition is basically what it is. I didn't get to anything new. There's some new enemy placements, and like I think I found like 2 new enemies or 3, like after playing it for like 6 something hours. And honestly, I am not. I mean, it's got replay value, but it's more like chill out, smoke a doobie replay value. There's nothing really super fantastic about this new version that I've seen yet. There's like one new boss, I guess.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and like a new. Yeah.
Where
There's like
where was he at in the game? Early game, late game, the boss.
I'll say late game.
Okay, all right.
I didn't get to him though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's different item placement too and stuff like that, but
Why the hell are you glowing?
if you like Dark Souls 2, you'll like this because it's basically the same except for like a couple of minor changes.
But why are you glowing?
I have a ring on that gives me the appearance of a phantom.
Is that new?
No, it's been in the game forever. It's just no one wears it because it's annoying.
Yeah, I was just like, I've never seen this. Is this the PC
most
version?
ridiculous looking character that I could possibly come up with, and I named him Alma Balzitch. And that's the thing. It became like a thing on my channel for some reason because if you look at his face, I don't know if there's.
You're right. You're perfect. That was actually perfect.
It became a thing on my channel, and in fact, it became my tip alert.
Nice.
Like times, because Julia made a button, and I recorded it, and every time someone would tip, you'd hear me go.
Beautiful. Is this the PC or PS4 version?
This is PC.
This is PC. Okay.
Yep.
And the other thing they added was DX11, right?
No
idea.
You guys talk about graphics and FPSs and stuff like that. That never really crosses my mind.
I wish.
So,
and this is gonna sound
hold on,
super bad. I wish I had that thought process. I wish I could just play a game and be like, hey, that looks pretty good. Let's just play. For me, I'm just like, God, it's not. It's only 60. This should be getting more. I gotta fix it. Just get upset.
No, I'm with you on
that being
the like. I wish I didn't have to. I wish I could not look at like view count when I'm broadcasting. I wish I could forget about that. So
sure. Cool. What were we gonna try to say, or what have you been?
I was gonna
trying
say
to
that being said, Zeke, you didn't think that it looked any better?
I didn't notice like a huge difference.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I remember reading reviews about it, and they were saying how it was going to be a big graphics jump, and lots of new. If it's not even noticeable, that's kind of disappointing.
It was I think it's when I play a game, I'm of the mentality that If it's not wrong, I probably won't notice it.
Yeah.
Unless it's like unbelievably better, then I probably won't notice it either.
I don't even know, and maybe chat does. I don't even know if like DirectX 11 is turned on by default. You might have to actually go into the settings to turn it on.
That could very well be.
But that seems kind of odd. Maybe someone in the chat could actually correct me if I'm wrong there. Because yeah, it looks identical to what I played when I played through it the first time. But there's only one new boss and like new areas. Is there any new zones or anything like that?
Not as far as I know. I think it's just a couple new enemies, different item placement, and one new boss, and that's it. And that's why I stopped playing, because I was like, I was hoping for way more. You know, if they're gonna make me pay $20, well, I paid $20. I'm sure there's other place you get it cheaper, but I paid $20 on Steam for it, and I was really hoping that there'd be lots more shit.
Isn't it like you pay $20 if you have the original game or something? Isn't there some weird fucking thing like that? It's $20 if you have the original game, and it's 30 if you don't, or what?
Well, I don't know. I had the original game, so
okay.
I paid.
Yeah, definitely. If you're thinking of purchasing it, like look into that. If you haven't played Dark Souls 2 and you want to play Dark Souls 2, like pick it up. Like this is obviously the better definitive version from what it sounds like.
I actually haven't played any of the DLC. I was waiting for this release to do like a big, replay through and do all the DLC and all that stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Some people are saying in chat, Minifer just mentioned that you have to run the DX version specifically.
Oh, there's an actual
option,
executable in the folder or something?
They said it was from Steam, so...
Yeah, no one informed me of this, so I had no idea.
You aren't done with it yet, are you? Did you finish it?
No.
Are you
and that's the thing. I don't know if I'm going to go back to it. I might just play it off cast until I get to the new shit.
Yeah.
Because honestly, why watch me play it when you can watch Man vs. Game play it?
That's true. It's true. No, DX11 is on by default, according to someone in the chat. So maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. For those that don't actually care about that,
guy off the screen.
What? Oh, sorry.
Get that dumb guy off the screen.
Go back to the gameplay. It's a boss fight. Oh, never mind. You're just dead. Regular mob.
Well, really? Is it Dark Souls? Am I dead?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Well, yeah. Anything else on your channel? Like, I don't really have... I'm all Dark Souls out after Bloodborne to Titan Souls. I don't want to, like, go and play another Dark Souls game right now. Like, I don't know how you did that. I don't know how you did that. But
I'm sorry, how I did what?
How you just went and played more Dark Souls. I guess I'm Dark Souls out and you're not.
Oh, no, now I am.
What is that genre? Action RPG?
Action survival? No, I guess it's not really survival. But it's definitely not just... I wouldn't just call it an action RPG. There's so much more of a skill element to games like Bloodborne.
I mean, I think it's a Souls game. I think that's what a lot of people have said is that it's like Souls games are Souls games. They are kind of...
That is kind of true. And when Bloodborne came out, it certainly wasn't a genre they were saying. They were saying it's a Dark Souls. That's what everyone said. So yeah, I guess that's right. Maybe it's its own genre. That's kind of weird.
Well, like GTA is its own genre now. Like it's a GTA blah blah. Remember when everything was trying to copy God of War? It's like God of War, but blank. Oh, and I played some Mario Kart on Friday as well.
Yeah, I heard. I heard you on Fucked Up Friday.
I feel so bad.
Oh, wait a minute. I heard you broke a monitor. That's right. I heard about this.
I got
Did that end the broadcast? Because I want to find the portion.
Honestly salty. You can find it in my VODs. It's one of the highest hit VODs because
whenever
highlights? I act like a fucking child man baby.
Yep, here we go. Found it.
That's people love it and hate it. That's like so polarizing when I behave like a fucking child.
Were you guys playing 200cc mode?
No, we were playing 150, but
was it because Renee was complaining?
Well, these guys like playing this game.
Yeah.
They like playing like Mario Kart and stuff, and I don't like racing games, let alone Mario Kart. And I begged them. In my defense, I begged them. I was like, "Can we not play Mario Kart?" They're like, "Just play." I'm like, "Can we please not play Mario Kart? I hate it, and I don't want to play it." And they're like, "Come on!" I was like, "Wow, all right, fine." And the reason why is because yes, it's a friendly, competitive game, but it's I would like it to be competitive, and it was not. They were getting like seconds and thirds, and I was getting like ninths, tenths, and 11s. It wasn't even fucking close. Therefore, not fun.
Yeah.
Me.
Wait, did you
People
already break
always
it?
think I'm
That's what I just did. I threw my microphone, like my microphone's on like a swivel,
Yeah.
and I swiveled it right into my fucking monitor and
Oh.
and I try to show it, but I can't see the OBS.
Let's see. Yeah. Then are you just talking through this? Is that what's going on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. Oh my. Oh, then he just said fuck it and started smashing it. Nice.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Hey, that's what it looks like inside of a
that
monitor.
is absolutely awesome, dude. People think I'm exaggerating when I say it's a good day when I don't get a double-digit place in Mario Kart. I'm really not. Like if you don't play that game somewhat regularly or have experience with it, it's actually pretty difficult.
Yeah, I made the mistake of jumping into 200cc with Max and with
the
Gassy Mexican
pros.
and I Am Spoon, and they, like you said, they play quite regularly, and I hadn't played except for Fucked Up Friday before that. So here we are in 200cc, and they're like, "Oh, this is I took that turn so great." I'm like, "I'm in 10th, you pricks!" Like, stop talking about it. I eventually got better, but still.
Beg them not to play it.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I do get salty. There's no, it's the saltiest game I think out there.
I made it awkward though. I'm that kind of dude. I hated that. That was the worst part about it, is that I got so like real and salty that I made it kind of awkward.
Oh, awkward for them?
Max and Renee.
Oh,
It was. I felt
just-
bad about that. I had to apologize. I was like, guys, I'm really sorry about that. I did get a little real on that, and I didn't need to, and I'm sorry.
jeez.
It was bad. Yeah, it was bad.
Did
But
you do or not I Am Spoon? I meant Spoonerism. Sorry. Did you do Grand Theft Auto Golf? Did you do the Golf Classic?
I did. Now that was fun. I had a blast doing that. That was great.
Yeah. They've
Yeah.
been. I wish it was more than 4 players in that.
I do too. Because Faustus was there, and
Oh.
he backed out of his own choice. But it would have been great to have like lots more people there playing.
Wait, is this Renee's character that's just
That's Renee's
wearing
character.
a pair of panties and a shirt?
Yep,
Golf
with an
club.
the anime thing on. You know anime, right?
Yeah,
The whole-
I know the whole anime thing. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't. What are you talking
I
about?
refused. Well, they all wear these anime masks, and they go around on the street and stab people and just shout anime. They're like anime, anime, and they stab them and beat them and shit like that. That's
They're
like,
they're
what they do.
really they're an odd crew. They get
Yeah.
drunk and they do odd things.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know. Well, cool.
All right.
I definitely want to jump into some golf with them in the future. Anything else on your channel? Kind of just Witcher.
Dude,
That's
I
it, right?
am all Witcher. All
What's it-
Witcher right now. I'm trying to get I want every base covered for 3. I
What,
know
uh,
I'm gonna be in 3. All I'm doing is 3 for like 2 weeks. I plan on doing everything in the game in 3 before I play any other games.
What is it
So-
like playing a game like that for so long on your channel? Like, do you load up and you're like, "Fuck, I got to do more Witcher 3 or more Witcher today"? Like, do you wish you could play? Are you forcing yourself to play Witcher right now? I guess is what I'm saying.
No.
You're enjoying it that
No.
much?
The game is genuinely fun. And the thing is it's very rare when you can play a game and you're actually earning something that will make a future experience better that's not in the game. The Witcher is such a deep and just thoroughly interconnected environment that, you know, like just today when I finished a game, I learned so much in just this 30-minute window talking to this endgame character named Letho. I mean, people in the chat were doing the Resident Sleeper because I'm sitting here for like 20 minutes going through this dialogue, like hanging on every word, like, oh, that's where Yennefer. Wait, he helped her? But that would mean if the Redanian king was connected to the Bat guy and he was working for him, like I'm sitting here trying to like figure out every connection. It's crazy. It's really it's like reading books, but you don't get to choose the words. You kind of have to get like the little pieces here and there and kind of form it all together in your head. And that's one of the reasons after ending the human side, I realized I was like, there's so much that you get that is talked about, but you don't see from the other side that
Yeah.
right when I finished, I was like, well, shit, now we got to see what happened on the other side. Like I wasn't even planning to do it, but I was just like, now we have to. I mean, we don't have a choice. So it's surprisingly, I will be the first to say, surprisingly, still very fun.
There you go.
Yep. Really enjoying it.
I think everyone's really looking forward to Witcher 3. I'm very almost kind of the same thing that I think the same thing that happened with Bloodborne is going to happen with Witcher 3, but maybe not, because I think Witcher 3 might just be a lot longer than Bloodborne. But I feel like for the week and a half that Witcher 3 is the first week and a half that it's out, huge numbers on Twitch, everyone's going to be playing it, and then it's just going to fall off like hard, super hard.
I can tell you that I don't think that it's a coincidence that I'm seeing almost the exact same viewing patterns that I did before Dragon Age Inquisition released. I think that story-heavy single-player games have a pattern. And what's going to happen is there's going to be a huge initial audience. That initial audience is going to do two things. They're either going to pick a streamer that they're going to watch until they finish that game, and they're only going to watch that streamer until they finish, or they're going to watch the game for a few hours and then decide that they need it for themselves and stop watching completely. And that group is going to filter through in about the first week. And then every channel playing from that point forward is just going to be kind of a good but slow decline, most likely. Once the initial crop has seen Witcher, they know what it's about, they've decided, most importantly, if they're going to play it or not, and then they make that subsequent decision, am I going to watch someone else finish playing this out? That's exactly what happened in the AI, and I'm guessing it's going to happen with this too.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I hope it, for me personally, I hope it can keep my interest more than Dragon Age. I only got to where the castle opens up in Dragon Age. Granted, I also had a lot of just tech issues while playing Dragon Age, so that will ruin a playthrough of any game. Just dealing with that bullshit on a stream where you're more frustrated at the actual issues that are occurring than playing the game itself. But we'll see. I'm
excited about DA. I know the new, and this kind of went under the radar. DAI actually had a DLC come out.
Yeah, they've had like
rather
2,
DLC.
right?
I know about the Hakan one, the something of Hakan, but I'm actually intentionally not paying attention to it because I'm going to kind of do the same thing I'm doing to Dark Souls. I want to let all the DAI DLC come out and then like return in a blaze of glory, and like do all of them over a few days and kind of get fully caught up again. But I've heard really good things about it. I've heard really good things about the DLC. Everyone that I've talked to that played it has said it's been enjoyable. Like they certainly didn't say it was bad. So, and a few people actually recommended it pretty highly.
Yeah, I don't know. I do not know anything about it, so I can't comment on it. I guess we'll do a little bit of news here because I think we kind of talked about what all we've been playing. Got some things to talk about. One, I don't know how Twitch related they are, at least the first couple things, but did you guys see that the whole PT bullshit that happened on PlayStation? They took it down, and now you can't download it even if you own it. Like, what a shame that is.
The Silent Hill
teaser
trailer thing.
Well, you heard about the first news, right, Zeke?
No,
that it's gone.
Yeah,
it's gone.
So they're not making the game anymore. It's not an actual game.
What?
Yes,
yeah.
It is.
That was the most fucking fantastic horror thing I have played.
Yeah.
Ever. I would say ever. Like that was so suspenseful.
I'm right there with you, Zeke.
I was in it. I was in it the whole way.
I was in Group B. Did you guys hear about the Group B'ers?
No.
That got to the third stage of
where
PT
you hated it? Yeah.
Couldn't get past it. And we sat in that game trying for like 30 minutes to the point where all the scares were just like, yeah, great.
Yeah,
like, no, that definitely exists. But everything leading up to that, I think I'm on Group A. Yeah.
No,
yes,
I will say everything up to that. I spent like 25, 30 minutes with that fucking baby crying. That was horrible. That was awful. And that made me very salty. But if you take that one bad thing out, it is still one of the best, like, immersive, like, disturbing, awesome. Like, it plays on so many, like, different fears, like claustrophobia. It plays on, like, fear of the dark, fear of, evil things, that kind of stuff. But I think it did very, very well.
Yep. But it's not a game anymore, which is sad. They pulled the playable teaser from PlayStation, right? This was last week, and then they pulled the license from it. So even if you like purchased it from PSN, even though it was free, like it still counts as a purchase when you download it from the store. You can't go back and download it now, which is what everyone was thinking. So unless you have a downloaded copy on your PS4, there is no other way to get PT right now.
Which I do
probably forever. So don't delete it if you own it.
Okay.
But okay, so real quick, help me out a little bit here. PT was being made by what company?
Konami.
Konami.
And it was
Kojima was the guy working on it, right?
and Guillermo del Toro, yes.
And they both work for Konami?
No, Guillermo del Toro is a Hollywood director.
No, not Guillermo del Toro. I mean Kojima.
He did, but he doesn't anymore.
Yeah,
Well,
someone
So
said he left.
Kojima left Konami,
Yeah.
and that's why PT.
Well,
it's not that PT was bad or anything. It's just.
that was a whole nother thing of controversy of like what actually happened with him leaving.
Do you know the details? Because I didn't hear any of it.
Not
Besides
enough
just-
to feel comfortably like talking about it. But there, like 2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago, there was huge bullshit with Konami, like with all that going down, and then he's kind of just like leaving. And even in the press announcement for Metal Gear Solid 5, whatever the Phantom Menace, no, that's the Star Wars, the Phantom Pain, for that they were like, we're excited for the Phantom Pain in any future titles, or in more future titles in the Metal Gear timeline or something like that. So basically they're going to make more Metal Gear games without Kojima is the way that it read. So we'll see.
Interesting. The one series I've never played.
Really? Talk about a
Never-
game that you could. Oh man, if you want to do like with how you're playing through Witcher 1 through 3 right now, Witcher 1 and 2.
By the way, I've dubbed them. They're called franchise playthroughs.
yeah, no, you should do. Well, don't trademark it just yet, because I'd like to also
Already
do it.
done. It's already done. It's already been
Shit,
trademarked.
how much do I? Where's my
Sorry,
wallet?
copyright
I also
co-owned
trademarked
jealousy.
Sub Sunday
Shit.
and Sub Club. So those are mine too now.
How much money do I owe you, man?
Are you?
We'll do like $1.50 a mention
Okay, all right, that's fair.
per viewer.
Per viewer. Oh shit. Okay.
And please keep it out of your title.
Raking it in. We'll get to that in just a second. You need to play through Metal Gear Solid, man. That game is awesome. Although, do you enjoy stealth games?
I do. My de facto favorite game of all time, if anyone asks, if you could pick one game, Desert Island, Deus Ex 1.
Okay. Yeah, playthrough. You should do a franchise playthrough of Metal Gear. I'd be
Isn't there a
interested in
new one?
watching that. What?
Did a new one just come out, or isn't a new one
No,
coming out?
that's the Phantom
That's it.
Pain.
That's Phantom Pain. Okay,
It's coming out.
cool. Maybe I
and
will. I may.
I don't even.
Another one I
think
keep
that
getting
has
asked to do is
release
the
date.
Uncharted series.
That one's
I've never
good
done that one
too.
either.
Uncharted is amazing.
Fucking
experience.
fantastic. It's a really good series,
Super
really good
good.
characters, and I was against it. Was against playing it for a long time because I was like, I'm not gonna like it because he's trying to be indie and he's not indie. Well, not true, and it's very good.
It's very, and it looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like for even in today's day and age, it looks better than most like next gen games because of how well. Like if you enjoyed Last of Us, think of like Last of Us, but in another
Loved it.
engine. Yeah, or in another world, like another Indiana Jones type world. Gorgeous fucking game. You
Yeah.
should play through Uncharted
cool.
as well.
Definitely will check it out.
You got a lot of games to play, man. I wish I didn't play all these games prior to coming to Twitch, because then I could just do all this shit when there's these lulls.
I'm looking like at the new shit that's coming out, like new games that are coming out.
There's nothing.
There's nothing until and June is like chock full of shit.
Is it?
I think so. Like Arkham Knight,
Oh yeah.
Payday 2, Crime Wave Edition, I guess. Tamriel Unlimited, Elder Scrolls.
Is that the Elder Scrolls expansion? The online
think
expansion?
so.
That's for ESO.
Yeah. Oh shit, guys. Hold on. Hold the phone. Next week, biggest release of the season, Final Fantasy XX2 HD Remaster. Get it while it's hot, guys.
How'd your wedding go, by the way?
It was
Yeah,
good.
go.
It was good. It was the least prepared I think I've ever done for like a quote unquote show that we've done, but it worked out because that game is fucking crazy, and they spent a lot of money making the wedding ceremony an actual ceremony. Like we had to choose best man, and like all the other shit. We had to do like little not speeches, but vows. Yeah, we had to do like proper vows. It was fun. I enjoyed it. We had a good time. We got like 7,000 people
So-
watching, which is the dumbest thing in the world. But
I saw that.
Jesus. So you essentially got married.
yeah, we're married in game. Yeah.
Is it legal anywhere?
One of the jokes was that it's legal in Japan and that we're actually like married, but we're not. No, it's not legal anywhere. That'd be
I'm
hilarious.
sorry, who was it? It was you and who now?
It was me and Strippin.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
Steven's gonna show up at your door with some documents in like 2 weeks. He's like, JP, we need to talk.
We got to make this legal. I have to stay in the U.S.
You didn't get me to sign a prenup, and we have some discussions.
Yeah, exactly. People are wanting to show clips. I'll show the crazy dancing that occurred. But I think we're pretty much done talking about this. I don't know. Final Fantasy still is like, it's my game to play like off stream when I want to like relax. Like it's my go-to game to just. I don't. It's very rare that I'll stream it. This is the actual wedding. I'll show the proper ceremony. Here's like the stupid little cutscene. That's my character, and that's Sam's character. We're in our amazing wedding gowns.
Wait, that's you in the blue?
No, this is me in the white.
You're
Wait a
both
minute.
chicks?
You're
Yeah.
both playing girls?
Yeah.
Two men role-playing women got married in Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
I love the internet.
The internet's amazing, right?
It's the best place ever made.
love
Look,
video
there's the actual ceremony. We had a Moogle as the officiant, and you could see
course.
you could choose who you wanted your officiant to be.
This is madness.
There was 3, and then here's like the waiting room where we got our dress prepared and everything. Here's the actual. This is the
So invested. I love
no. Look at how. Oh no, this has already happened. This is
Did
the
you get
intro.
to pick all this stuff?
Oh
Like,
yes,
did you
yes, you did it. You do an hour and a half quest chain for everything that you're seeing right now. You have to go and make the ring. You get to choose the colors of the actual wedding room. You get to choose the officiant. You get to choose the music playing. So we had like the OG Final Fantasy music that's like da na 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 like that. Yep, that was our music. And then we got to choose how we entered the room, which I'm trying to find. Here we go. This is it. The ceremony of eternal bonding. Now I'm all excited about
wedding.
this. Do what?
It's not a wedding. It's a ceremony of eternal.
Look at this. Look how we fucking showed up in this room. We came down from a goddamn gondola
Oh my god!
with Moogles flying around. Music's going crazy. And we fly in together. Me and
Pete,
Sam. Me and Sam
just
both
out of
lost
curiosity, how does it feel to have one life?
I
It's
love
good.
that this is you, JP. Like,
Yeah.
if I saw you on the street, I'd
You
be
would not
like, that
expect
guy
this?
probably has been to several NFL football games,
right.
and he, has been in a bar fight.
Right.
But nope.
Look at
Nope,
this
this
shit,
is
man.
what he does for fun right fucking here, and
It's
I
the
love
dumbest
it.
thing. It's the
I
dumbest
love
thing.
it.
Our FC showed up, which was remarkable. I think I have a shot of them. So we did like a little costume contest for invitations because you only have 80 invitations to the wedding. Not anyone can show up. You have to give them
Is this an actual item in
an
game
actual
you have to
item
get
they give
to
you,
another
then
player?
you hand an actual invitation to another player. Where is the actual walkthrough? Try to show.
I dare say Twitch is a better place due to this being streamed on it.
It was good.
The amount of depth in this is blowing me away.
Oh, it blew me away, man. It's crazy. Like, look at RFC like lined up with their mounts and stuff on the side of the the entrance into the chapel. So like
For those of us who don't know, FC.
FC is like your guild. Your free
Gotcha. Free
your
company.
free company is your guild,
Gotcha.
yeah. So like we walked in with like 115 of our, and then there's Dodger, who was the bride of the groom and also the best man because it works out weird. But like they lined up and shit alongside the chapel. It was great. And then we didn't organize any of this. They just did this on their own.
Bride of the groom, what?
Yeah. Or no, sorry. Father of the bride.
Oh, like she gave you away.
She gave Sam away. Yeah.
Oh, you were the male then.
I guess my character was the male. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, this is the
In
bullshit.
quotes.
This is the bullshit that happens in Final Fantasy. So that was that. That was Sunday evening after I got back from a real wedding in San Antonio that I was gone to. So
That's fucking killer, dude.
it was good. It was good. Oh, then you get to see. This is the best part of the game.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Hold on.
So
Look at the
you've had
Lalafels.
two
Look at the
weddings.
Lalafels. Look at the Lalafels. Look at them. Look at all these little guys. Aren't they the best things in the world? Look at this thing.
Oh, good lord.
We had them line up. We had an after party as well, where I played Benfold 5 the luckiest, then we danced to it. It was pretty lame. But we had all the Lalafels.
You
line
bring
up.
all the lame things from weddings into your virtual wedding.
Of course, yeah. Dodger gave a speech or a toast. Sorry.
Oh, my God.
Where? Anyways, what were you gonna ask Zeke while I'm trying to find this portion of the
Well,
clip?
you had two weddings. Where's the funeral?
Yeah, where's the? I know someone's got to die. You better. My friends better be careful. Don't fuck it up.
More importantly, you can't have a wedding without the honeymoon. When is that video being released?
We don't know yet. We might go like honeymooning in GTA or something and just like shoot up a bunch of people.
Oh, like Bonnie and Clyde style. Nice.
Yeah, Bonnie and Clyde style. The Lalafels, I think, are my favorite thing in the game. By the way, we had like 400 people in our FC, our guild, show up to our house, which is like the FC house, the mansion. Then we had our after party where there's stripper poles and everyone was walking around without clothes on. It's a weird world that we live in today, guys, when this is a thing.
It's so beautiful.
It's so good.
Right.
We had all these little Lalafels, the little people dance on the table they weren't wearing much clothes. It's great.
I absolutely
That's
love
that's a fetish.
Yeah. It's fantastic. We just spent
Were
like
you
20
were you
minutes.
casting
talking
the
about
like
this.
commenting the whole time, or?
Yeah. I didn't. Me and Sam figured that we didn't want to like have our cams on the face because we wanted to be as if we were like our characters. So that was the thought process.
Did you RP the whole thing?
A lot of it was RP'd. Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I'll have to watch it.
Like we
No,
the
wait, that is not legal to have on the screen right
yeah.
now.
Look at that. Look at that. It's amazing. Look at these little guys.
Kids, get them up!
There's just little people dancing.
JP,
on
get
the
that off
screen.
my channel, please.
Wait, are they kids?
No. They're actual
No, those,
like
they're
characters.
adult midget race people.
Yeah, they're called
Like,
Lalafels.
there's like a tiny race.
It's
but
amazing.
even then,
It's amazing. And then there's like weird people that. Anyways, that was that. Talking about the news, we joked about it a little bit earlier. Cody, you want to bring the topic, I guess, into? You were the one that brought it to me and Zeke's attention, I think, regarding the Team 2G situation. So you want to bring it to the forefront
yeah.
here?
So there was a really interesting thing that recently happened where Team 2G, which is a team on Twitch, probably one of the more professional ones. They have a full website, run contests, all sorts of things. They have taken a Twitch concept that, as far as I knew, they did not come up with themselves. I could be wrong. I don't know. But as far as I know, it was a general Twitch concept that lots of Twitch broadcasters use called Sub Wars. And they really developed it, made it something unique and special to the point where they decided that it was in their interest to trademark the name Sub Wars, all one word, and not allow any other streamers on Twitch to use it without their express permission. Now, very obviously, in my opinion, that caused a massive storm of backlash, as it looked very much like someone was trying to take a pretty well-known Twitch term, make it their own, and then basically say, you can only use this if we let you. To further that, there was an article released that they had to put up an official response to. There was another article where somebody
that was this article
from
right
the team, somebody from the team actually said that they have to pay 10% to the team, which caused a whole bunch of confusion because then people are like, wait, the streamers in the team are paying the team? Like, it became really weird. And needless to say, Team 2G put up a big response, kind of saying, here's everything that's been said, here's where we are about it. And even now, though, are still like, there's a lot of confusion, a lot of what are these guys doing, a lot of this is going to set a really bad precedent moving forward. There's a lot of really weird things that have come from this, and it's going to be very interesting to see kind of how it develops. It is something that I think. Go ahead.
What exactly are sub wars? Like, they get on league, they fight each other?
Subscribers versus subscribers.
Yeah.
Right. A sub war is just when you take I've used the term verbatim. Sub wars. In fact, it was one I used to do sub wars weekly. I had theme weeks, and we had Friday Smite fights, which we called sub wars all the time because we'd take our subscribers and fight each other. It's kind of like Sub Wars is kind of like Sub Sundays, the sub club. It's just another general Twitch term to somehow take your subscribers and put them in a position or give them a title.
Right.
So that's I think what caused the most.
It's two teams of subs, and they would fight in whatever game.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
to Team 2G's credit, they have taken the concept. They're mostly a lot of LoL streamers. They play competitive things like that. So they've taken the concept of Sub Wars and really made it something unique.
They have a
lot
full-on
of into
website
it,
and
developed their
everything.
own systems. Every player gets tracked. They get points. There's MVPs. Don't get me wrong. They've definitely done something really special with it. The issue is that they're now trying to take a Twitch term that used to be everybody's and say, no, it's not yours anymore. It's ours. And they did that instead of, say, coming up with a new name that no one's used before and then trademarking that. And I think that's rubbing a lot of people the wrong way.
I think what's rubbing a lot of people the wrong way is they're being very litigious with this. Like, they have actually gone to other streamers and said, like, take it out of your title or there will be other legal ramifications occurring.
Now,
like,
to be fair, I've only heard of that happening so far to one streamer.
Okay,
So I'm
yeah.
not sure
Maybe I'm
if
blowing
that
that
part of
up.
the story is being blown out of proportion. I don't know. And in fact, I'm actually interested in knowing.
Same here.
If you are a streamer who's been told by anyone in Team 2G to remove that from your title, I'd actually be interested in knowing about it.
Yeah,
just because if they are pressing it, that's gonna again.
It's a
that's
scary
where the
world.
setting really bad precedents comes
yeah,
in.
it's a scary world when that starts happening, right? Because there are things related to Twitch from other broadcasts that are trademarked that no one the people that own these trademarks have not really done anything with because they're not assholes. Like that's the bottom line. But I don't want to say what those things are because they told me to not talk about it publicly. But there are very common things that are trademarked and owned by a specific streamer. So.
And I actually think I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think.
But that being said, there's a whole lot of things about this story that haven't even really been touched yet. Like for one thing, yes, Sub Wars has been trademarked. However, it's never been challenged, and that's really when the real meat of a trademark actually shows through. It has to go to court. It has to be tested. Like right now, they technically just kind of own it. But
right.
if someone were to use Sub Wars, Team 2G said take it down, and they said no, and then Team 2G said we're taking you to court, then they actually did. The result of that is what would be really important. You can pretty much trademark anything these days, to be honest, and you can magic word to get it.
Yeah,
accepted.
I mean, I have roleplay trademarks. So.
And it's tested. That's when you really, and we haven't seen that yet. So for all we know, it may not even, like nobody really knows right now. And Team 2G may never take someone to court, so it may not even be an issue. But the fact that they're kind of moving down that path, I think has a lot of people nervous, including me. I mean, if they were to really start, if we were to wake up tomorrow and we hear 5-6 streamers get told that they're going to be, have charges pressed against them unless they get a word out of their title, I can guarantee you we're going to see a lot more stuff start getting trademarked. A lot. And some of them are just going to be from people trying to be jackasses.
Exactly.
Trolls are going to start doing it. People trying to make money off other people are going to do it. It's going to become a mess.
Yeah, I worry about the world if like patent trolls come to Twitch and just like try to be dicks and try to make money off of like owning like a sub war or owning like a sub day or sub Saturday or sub Sunday, or there's a billion things out there that could be trademarked and that people could just fuck other people over just to be dicks, and it's a really scary world if that starts occurring. I also wonder how this never happened in YouTube.
That's a good point. I do think it's very important while we're talking about this that we do publicly say Team 2G has not really pursued this yet. Like it's I've heard a lot of people right now that are kind of like, man, Team 2G, I can't believe they're doing this. It's so scummy, blah. They haven't done anything yet to really be scummy. I just want to make sure that's very clear. A lot of people are acting like they've already pulled the trigger. They haven't really done anything yet. They bought the gun, but they haven't pulled the trigger. So just, keep that in mind.
There you go.
But anyway, yeah, it is kind of weird to think that never happened on YouTube, and we're actually even weirder that we're seeing it on Twitch before YouTube.
Yeah, and maybe it did happen on YouTube, and we just don't know about it. Like if you compare Twitch to YouTube, Twitch as a community is an actual community. Like YouTube has always existed as just like a billion YouTubers kind of doing their own thing, and there's no like tight knit community. With Twitch, every streamer knows everyone. For the most part, like if you're on Twitch and you're a top streamer, you probably know other top streamers by a large amount, and even then, you probably know a lot of like medium-sized streamers, just because of how the community of Twitch works.
Well, there's actually a couple. Oh, is that a Zeke mom call?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
No, I'm on my phone. On the phone with my lawyer. I gotta get like Taco-Rilla, Fuck Knuckle, Subsplosion.
Yeah.
Like all these things that I came up with that I gotta get them fucking.
I will say if you're a big streamer and you don't have your name, like your stream channel name trademarked, think about doing it.
Ezekiel _II is a trademark and a business.
There you go.
Yep. CohhCarnage is a licensed business, and actually right after all that stuff, I decided I wanted to personally see what it was like to get something trademarked. It was a couple $100 and less than 10 minutes on LegalZoom.com. And I was the proud owner of a Coalition trademark.
It's a pretty easy process
trademark
to do,
of Coalition. Yeah, so I mean, it's again like it's something really easy to do. Like it's a few snaps and you've got your official documents saying you own the trademark. So yeah. Also, someone mentioned a couple really interesting things. The Trick 2G stuff, Team 2G, they actually trademarked Sub Wars, specifically the entire word. So what this actually means is anyone can use the title with a space, Subspace Wars, and they would be totally fine. In fact, it even goes as far as if someone had the word Sub Wars in their title, and Trick2G said, take that out of your title or prosecute you, they could just add a space.
Yeah.
So it's
without the whole copyright law and IP is just a major clusterfuck, and it has been for years in the U.S. Like,
I don't know if you guys grew up poor. I wasn't poor, but I was like, lower middle class. And I got, some clothes that were not the brand names. Like I would wear Mikey shoes.
Sure.
I would wear like the Adidas and rather Adidas and shit like that. So there's ways around that shit, you know. Like copyright is, I mean, it's very like.
And that's the thing. That's why it's so
specific.
fucking weird. And the whole thing is just fucked. Like copyright law in the U.S. is fucked, 100%. And patent law in the U.S. is even more fucked. Like it's such a weird thing.
One of the biggest issues is Twitch in general. A lot is about community. It's about community. It's about other broadcasters. It's about teams, just like Team 2G and everything. I think just right now, and one of the reasons it's such a hot story is this is kind of an overt look at Twitch becoming less about community and more about professional, teams, making their own corners. Like, it's very strange to think on Twitch that we've come to a point where a broadcaster wants to look at another broadcaster and say, that's my word in your title, get that out of there. Like to think that it's to the point where we now want to tell other people, like, no, that's mine and you can't use that legally.
Right.
It's just, it's kind of weird because it leads you to believe, like, are you that worried about your ideas and brand being out in public? Like, are you that concerned that what you're doing is that generic that if other people take the name, it's going to dilute what you're doing? Like, there's so many things about it that are just kind of.
It's just a weird thing.
Like,
yeah.
Why? Yeah. Like, why? The only thing it's really proving is that they don't want other people to do what they're doing. That's the only thing that it's like putting in black and white. Like, this is ours. Don't touch it.
Sure.
And that kind of goes a lot against what, at least for me, what I've felt that a lot of the higher end Twitch broadcasters do. I mean, most of us really work together and we want to help each other. And I could care less if anyone puts any word in their title, even if it's something I came up with. Whatever. How does it hurt me? I'm doing my thing on CohhCarnage. I don't care about what other people.
It's such a it's such a common thing. Like, Sub Sunday is something that that Tally started years ago, and now there's probably 200 plus broadcasters that do a sub X day, a sub Saturday, a sub whatever. Like, it's such a common thing. And with Sub Wars, it's it's the same thing. Granted, they have an entire site developed behind it, so they put a little bit more effort into it. But it's like, if I want to get a bunch of my subs and we want to fight co-subs on next Tuesday, fucking let's do it. Like, that should be that. We shouldn't have to deal with the legal ramifications of, like, well, do we actually own that co? Can we legally do that? Like, that's a weird world that I don't want to live into.
Odd.
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird because I wonder now if because I can see from a business perspective, you've really put a lot of money into something and let's just trademark it. Like, I really wonder if Team 2G realized all these other statements they were making by doing what they're doing. This isn't just a simple we're trademarking our term thing. This has become so much more than that. Yeah. And more importantly, now it's a poster child for this issue because it's the first time we've really seen this.
Honestly.
So I think they've inadvertently brought a big spotlight on something they didn't necessarily want.
Honestly, and this is me just speculating, 100% speculation. It sounds like what had happened was that they went to a lawyer and the lawyer said, because this is what lawyers do. They're in the client's best interest. And they will say, you got to trademark this as soon as fucking possible. Anything that you own and you want to protect yourself, trademark it, own it, etc. That is what lawyers will tell any streamer that goes them, because they really just don't know the world of Twitch. Like, there's not a special Twitch lawyer or anything. It's not a thing yet. Just like there's no accountants for streamers. A lot of people just don't know what the fuck is going on. And so I feel like that's what this was. And now they're just kind of like understanding what they can actually do with this trademark. But this is just my thoughts on it. Again, 100% speculation.
Yeah. And again, I do want to point out, I have zero against 2G. In fact, I've met Trick. He's a great dude, and their team is easily one of the most professional on Twitch. I don't think what they're doing is wrong at all. There's different ways they could have done it. In my opinion, I think they should have come up with a unique name and then trademarked that instead of trying to trademark a general Twitch term. But even then, this is general business stuff, and they haven't done anything wrong at this point. Nothing. It's just going to be, much more of an issue if they start again challenging other streamers and forcing them to get it out of their title. That's when it'll be an issue. But right now, there's really it's not even a fire yet.
It's true.
Thankfully,
it's true. We got about 10 minutes before we're gonna take a break and bring on Hassan. Zeke, I'm sorry to cut you off. Think you were gonna talk. Am I wrong?
No,
I heard a thing. Must have been the call medicine.
I went.
Oh, okay, gotcha. But we do got 10 minutes to cover and to kill. So did you guys see the sworderwhip.com thing that went crazy 2 nights ago? Have you heard about this?
No.
Do you know who the creator of Castlevania Igarushi? I don't want to mispronounce his name. But he launched we think, no one really knows, but sworderwhip.com is a website that we think is promoting a new Castlevania game that's going to be debuted on Kickstarter next week sometime.
Why did they need a Kickstarter for that?
Because he doesn't work at Konami any longer.
Oh,
He left a long time prior to what's his name leaving? Kojima leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Also,
to be
owns
honest,
that then?
Sort of. I think he has the rights to it. Yeah.
The Castlevania?
I'm not sure. I don't know too much about it. I just know that sworderwhip.com is a thing, and we think that it's that, but no one really knows.
I hope it's good.
Yeah. The site's pretty
actually,
cool.
what I was about to say, it's kind of interesting because when you first heard it was on Kickstarter, it seemed like you reacted a little bit negatively. But a good way to think about Kickstarter, if a game's creator or someone really closely affiliated to a game does get a successfully kickstarted project, that means that they don't have anyone telling them what to do.
Yeah.
So
They can
if it's
finally do
somebody
their
that
vision.
was a big part of the game, a lot of times you can expect to get a more true to that game, more true to that development, not having marketing tell you to dumb it down or put in fancy graphics or shit like that. So
my reaction
it makes me excited.
My reaction was solely based on why would a name like Castlevania need a Kickstarter? I would think they would
More
have
of a money issue.
more backing. Yeah,
Sure.
more backing than they could use, or whatever.
Something else that launched a Kickstarter last week, I think it was last week, and was super successful was Yooka-Laylee. Any of you guys play the Banjo-Kazooie games back in the day? Because this is from
Long
the
time ago.
original devs. Their new game, Yooka-Laylee, had a goal of 175,000. It's at 1.4 million right now with 41 days to go. So it's already funded. Like it's funded right out the
Damn,
gates.
dude.
I think I could play this video without them suing us, but we'll see. This is some of the gameplay that they
On
showed.
my channel. Thanks.
Well, that's true. That's true. Let's just scroll down right here.
Dan does. I think there's something about the Kickstarter videos. Dan does his Kickstarter thing. I don't think it's
Okay. He shows it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of people are hyped about this.
Ukulele Sub Wars Tacorilla.
Exactly. Exactly. And then I think in terms of other news, that's pretty much it. A lot of people are starting to get. People are starting to get amped for E3. Everyone's kind of making predictions on what's going to be shown there. Code, did you figure out if you're going yet or not?
Yes, I am going to E3.
Awesome
I did
stuff.
recently find out I am going to E3, and I'm going to be as close to, if not in the room, when Bethesda announces it. And I'm looking at getting a full Brotherhood of Steel armor set, so I can be there to lay down the punishment if it's not Fallout.
Nice.
Like an actual cosplay set.
I'd like to. I know I'm never going to. I would really like to. And no, not cosplay. I'd like an actual Brotherhood of Steel suit. Yes.
That's what I
Mechanical and yes,
Yeah.
full steel. No cosplay. Actual armor.
Okay.
There you go.
Dude,
I wish.
A lot of things
No, but
on.
I still think I have this weird feeling it's going to be Dishonored 2. Like
that's what I'm hoping it's that because
I love Dishonored. Don't get me wrong, but the world needs a new Fallout. I mean,
Yes. Agreed. But JP
Jake,
doesn't
I
give a
swear
fuck
to
about
God,
Fallout.
say
We were
something.
Yeah,
talking
no,
about that.
I don't
Remember
give
that?
I don't give a fuck about Fallout. So
We had to walk out on him.
to be honest, like
Shut up,
I,
cunt.
no,
You
no,
don't
I,
know what you're talking about.
I was thinking about like what could they announce at E3 that would have me like going fucking apeshit, and I couldn't come up with something instantly, which was a little bit scary to me, because like usually it's like, oh man, if they drop like a new 3D Mario or something, I'll fucking lose it. But I'm just like I don't know like what the game is.
Half-Life 3, would that get you?
Maybe,
I'll be totally honest with you, man. Like, well,
I mean, yeah, that'd be cool, but it's I don't know like what the mind explosion would be if for them to announce something this year.
you don't think
that's a good
like,
question.
You
Like,
don't, really
what would blow my head off if they announced it.
you don't think that a new Elder Scrolls, like, you don't think that would be big?
I mean,
Like, if it's like Hammerfell or something.
are in terms of that will be big like for me or for the world of games?
Oh yeah, you don't really like Elder Scrolls, do you?
I mean, I
You're
love
such a
Skyrim.
Weird dude, man.
I really like Skyrim. I played that from
Okay, so you wouldn't be pumped for a new one?
I'd be pumped, but it's not like fuck yeah! Like it's not that fucking.
Now tell me this, JP. Tell me this. What if they announced an entire new franchise,
For what? Oh, for
like a sci-fi?
See, okay, maybe that's what that would be exciting to like see something new.
Do they announce
Bethesda
franchises?
announces their cyberpunk alternative. That would be amazing.
What
'Cause
was that?
Everyone knows Witcher has that on lock, or
Well,
CD Projekt
yeah.
has that
What's
on
the CD
lockdown.
Projekt Red game? Cyber something 2070.
I think it's Cyberpunk 2077. It's
think that's
Cyberpunk with a year after.
I'd love to
dude,
see more of that. That'd be dope. I'd be into that.
Oh my lord! That I am tracing around the internet looking for morsels of information on that project. It is shaping up to be amazing.
Yeah, that sounds like it's good. I mean, maybe. I guess it's like a new franchise that would have to be cool because like I feel like every year at E3 it's like, here's our new Halo game, here's the next Call of Duty, here's the 7th of this series. Oh, here's the new Mario game. Remember Mario? He's great. He's been around for. Like I just want to see some new shit. But maybe that's just me. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, dude, it's your yeah. I agree. I mean, although I would be really, really excited for Elder Scrolls or Fallout myself. If they announce either one of those, I am leaving E3 with a smile.
Yeah.
Done.
And I
Because
think
either of those, I've already announced I'm doing a franchise playthrough of, whichever one they pick.
Yeah. I think this is a world too where like if they announce, they have to announce either of those. Like they're in a place right now where they need the next big game for Bethesda. So either a new Fallout or a new Skyrim.
A little tiny part of me hopes they announce ESO 2 just to piss everyone off.
That would be great.
Like make a big deal and be like,
You know,
Elder
fuck
Scrolls
Dishonored
Online
2. I want them to
What if-
announce Elder Scroll Online 2.
What if they announced like a new a MOBA that was the second, like League of Legends 2 or something like that?
You know, if Riot came out and they
StarCraft
announced a
2
new
came
game,
out, like it was obviously is the biggest
if Riot came out and announced a new game, because they only have League of Legends, a lot of people forget that they have the biggest game in the world, but that's all they got. Like that's the only thing they have. So if they announced a new game that wasn't League of Legends, I'd probably be pretty excited for that.
I would want to follow a Riot product that wasn't.
Oh, I would shit my pants if they did another Left 4 Dead. Or not Left 4 Dead, excuse me.
Yeah,
I meant,
shut the shit up into your pants, like, what are you doing?
Fuck. Someone just put it in the chat and I read the wrong one. Last of Us.
Oh, Last of Us 2.
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
they have to. They
Last
have
of
to
Us
do another Last of Us.
Sick. I would love to see a Last of Us 2.
I'd
into
never
it.
Or a new
Still.
Bioshock.
never though.
Yeah,
Dude,
Ken's already said
we
no.
may never see another
I know.
Bioshock. That the team got split up. The franchise is in a gray area. Like I
Ken.
hate
He's a
saying
friend
it.
of mine.
You got him on speed dial.
No, I don't have my
Yeah, this is when you pick up your phone. Oh, let me just call Ken and see what he's thinking.
Kenster. What up, Kenatron?
Hey,
Zeke
hey, what's
here.
up, Kenny?
Yeah, the guy who's standing outside your window taking pictures. That's me. Yep.
It's got
Oh,
him.
God.
Kenny L, what's up? How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I don't know. I want to do like before you guys go to E3, since I think I am talking to a bunch of broadcasters. I think we are going to do like a dropped frames E3 after each conference they do. So we'll be doing that. In fact, well, never mind. I was about to say like who we're going to be working with, but I don't want to do that. I would like to do like a pre E3 show where we literally just talk about like each conference, what we're going to think is going to happen and all that stuff leading up to E3. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Kind of get
Dude,
into the E3
I'll stream
hype.
from there. I'll be drop frames from E3 if you want. Help out from
I'll
there.
be sitting right next to him.
No,
Hell
you'll be over at the Twitch thing. Zeke,
Oh,
you're a corporate guy.
I'll blow them off.
You're a fucking corporate
I
guy,
won't be.
Zeke. Get out of here.
A corporate guy.
Me and Co are the only indie people left on this fucking show.
Oh, you
We'll do what we can to keep it real, JP.
There
From
you
these
go.
fakers.
From
Zeke.
fucking Zeke, just
Oh.
at the teat of Twitch, just all day,
Basically Twitch employees.
Oh,
pretty
Twitch.
much.
Twitch,
Yep.
you want me to fly to Chicago and go to some random?
Oh,
Okay, yes,
man.
let's go.
They hate us because of anus. They hate us because of anus.
Oh god. All right.
Do you ever think that we'd be giving you shit for that, Zeke?
I'll find a way to give shit.
Don't worry,
to
it
anyone.
comes from a place of jealousy.
There you
Don't
go.
worry.
There you go. All right. Well, speaking of Twitch, we're going to be bringing on a Twitch staff member by the name, I think everyone just knows him as Hassan. His Twitter account is Backward Ninja. He's basically kind of the admin behind the scenes that helps literally every Twitch streamer out there.
Wait a minute. You
What?
said known as Hassan? That's not his real name.
I mean, I think that maybe. Yeah, that is his name. That's his
Mind
first
blown
name.
because I thought that was.
No, that's his first name.
Okay.
His real name is Derek Walker, but when he walks the streets of Twitch, he takes the monicum.
Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, we're gonna take a break. We'll come back and we'll have him on. It should be a lot of fun because we're gonna get to we get to ask him all the hard questions that he won't be able to answer, and I'm really looking forward to that. So we'll take this break. We'll be right back, guys. More drop frames coming up right after this. We'll see you guys in just a sec.